Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Trading Made Easy right here on YouTube. Certainly glad that you find yourself here. Today is October 18th, 2020, and this is I should say, weekly outlook, my weekly outlook. So before I begin, let me just say I am not your financial advisor. I'm just sharing with you how I see the market based on structure, So I'm just sharing insight. Make sure that you always remember to trade at your own risk because trading is risky, and you don't ever want to leverage any more than you're willing to lose. So I want to make sure that I remember to put these disclaimers out because though my motto is simple, easy trading strategies, and they're very profitable, it's still a risk. Trading is a risk. We don't control the market. The only thing we can do is analyze what price is telling us and base our positions on that. At any time, market conditions can change and your whole analysis can change, right? So with that being said, it's always a risk. If you're new to this channel, go ahead on and subscribe to the channel and get some additional input, insight, and all that great stuff. If you are benefiting from the information that I provide, go ahead on and give me a like and or comment. That's fine too. Greatly appreciate it. So what we're going to do today is we're going to start with the DXY. Now, for those of you that do not know, the DXY measures the strength of the dollar. It's not traded against another currency. It's just the dollar and the strength thereof. So I like to start here because this sets the stage for all of the USD pairs. So the first thing that we always want to do is identify patterns, right? Everything is structure. Identify patterns and trends. So I do see a nice little up move right there. Okay, price did not break. And I also want to identify the high. And the high being right in there. Okay, all I'm doing is identifying support and resistance. I just identified resistance, right? So price came up to this level and pushed down, came back, pushed down, came back, pushed down. Over here, price came up and pushed down. Over in here, we have some wick action going on. It's just support and resistance. So I identified the high. Now I do anticipate that price will continue to rise, right? As long as it doesn't break this trend line, it's bullish. And I expect that it will continue to rise up to at least this level right here before we see a push back down to the downside. Now, I wanted to preface everything else on that. So what we see here is that the dollar is strong, is gaining strength, right? And so what that means is all of the USD pairs will be strong as well. If the dollar is strong, then the dollar is strong. So we have primary USD pairs and you have secondary USD. So for instance, Euro USD is the secondary pair. So what we should see for all of the secondary USD pairs, we should see selling. We should see bearish momentum. We should be looking for sales. All of the USD primary pairs, we should be looking for for buys. And you'll see when we go over to our simplicity chart that it all aligns up. Trading made easy. Let me just say, if you don't have the simplicity trading system, you're doing yourself a disservice. You really do need to get the system. This is probably the most accurate, in my opinion, easiest system, trading indicator system in the market that I've seen. I certainly have great results using the system, and my Telegram group members are as well. Does that mean you're never going to lose a trade? Absolutely not. One has nothing to do with the other, right? The system works is what I'm saying. So if you don't have it, access the link inside the description of the video, get your system, get connected with Trading Made Easy. It will definitely help your trading journey overall. So let me change charts, I should say. And let's go to the MetaTrader. Okay, now we're on the MetaTrader. Are we on the MetaTrader? Hold on. Now we're on the MetaTrader. Let me make sure. Okay, so you should be able to see MT4 and the zones at this time. Alrighty, so let's go with, let's start with Euro USD. Remember, the secondary USD, we should see sells, right? And we're going to start on the daily. Okay, so it is an agreement, right? Trend is bearish. Now I'm going to go back down to the 1 hour. Now what I'm going to be doing is putting in pending orders, and I'm going to be putting in limit orders, right? So we're looking for sales right now on the hour. Price is down in the demand zone. I'm anticipating it to come down into slightly into this area here, but because I'm going to put in a sell order, because I'm aligning my position with the daily, right? What I'm going to be looking for is price up in this area. So right here, where do I see a bearish engulfing candle? So right at this area here is where I'll put my pending order. And this will be a sell limit. So what I'm saying to the system is, when you rise back up here, grab me, put me in the trade, because I anticipate price dropping from this area. Even if it pushes up a little bit, it'll be a small drawdown and then drop down, right? Now, the next area where we may have a pullback is likely to have a pullback is right on this area here, for obvious reasons, right? See this consolidation, we see this wick action going on right in here as well. Price came down in here, we did break through, but we still, right, dancing around in this area. So I do anticipate that price will probably pull back a little bit, and then it will drop back down to this area. So what I will be looking at doing is taking my TP somewhere around in that area. So that's Euro USD. GBP USD. GBP USD. Okay, so again, what are we? Dollar is strong, right? Secondary, USD is secondary, so if it's selling, that means it's strong. And then what I'm going to do, let's drop down to the hour. Now, the reason I'm not dropping down to the 15-minute is I'm putting in a pending order at a particular price point. So it doesn't matter what time frame it is. It's a particular price point that I'm looking at, right? So with that being said, on the hour, where are we? So we're rallying down into our demand zone. I anticipate price coming down to this area right here, right? And from this area here, I'm anticipating it to rise back up into this area, might give it a little pushback, but ultimately I'm looking at this area here. Really, it's the same setup as Euro USD. We have a bearish engulfing candle right here. So right around this price point here is where I will be setting my sell limit to pick me up, take me in a trade, and then this would be a TP1 and a TP2 right in this area here. And that is GU, right? GU. Okay, so now let's look at Aussie USD, same thing, bearish, right, overall. So let's drop down to the hour. I'm doing pending order, so I'm just going to drop to the hour so that I can outline it. Same setup, look at that, bearish engulfing candle. This is where I'm going to put my pending order here to pick me up, take me in the trade. And I really like this setup right here, because we're right at the top of the zone. But to take me into the trade, and I'm looking at TP definitely in this area here. There may be a pullback right around in this area as well. But as you can see, look, wick action, right? So this will be my first TP area. And then, of course, right in here will be my second TP area. Why? Price didn't break it, right? Got to this point, pushed up, came down, pushed up. You see that? So that will be my second TP area. So that's Aussie USD. And now what we want to do is go to, did I miss another one? Okay, so let's even look at gold, right? Let's look at gold. I think that's silver. I don't trade it, but I think that's silver. I think that's silver. Where's it go? NZD USD. Let's go there. NZD USD on the daily. Same. Listen, market structure is market structure no matter what you're trading. Bitcoin, US 30, Jern 30, gold, silver, it's the same thing. You're looking for the same thing, right? You're looking for the same thing. So if we go back here on the daily, again, because it's USD, we are bearish. So if you drop down to the hour, it's the same thing. It's not because it's gold or silver, it's going to be different. No, same thing. So what I will be looking at this point, what I will be looking at, my lines here, I'm looking in particular for a bearish engulfing candle because I'm looking for what? For sales, for sales. So right here inside of the zone is where I expect price to rally up into this area right here before it does what? Before it drops back down. And I anticipate it coming down to this area, right around in this area here, right around in there. Why? Because this is a bullish engulfing candle. And so I expect for price to start building up bullish pressure to push its way back and up, okay? But for sales, this is where the area I will be looking at taking if I was to trade this particular pair. So now we have NZD USD. NZD USD on the daily, again, bearish, right? So USD is strong. And now on the hour, okay, bearish engulfing. Can't make this up, right? Bearish engulfing. So right around in this area, we got bearish engulfing here, bearish engulfing there. Lot of what? Bearish pressure going on. Lots of bearish pressure going on. Right in here, bearish engulfing, bearish engulfing. So right around in this area here, I anticipate price to rise up and push back down, right? Push back down. So right now I'm expecting price to come down to this area here and then rise back up to this point, right? And then as it comes back down to this area right here, test this area again, push back up and then drop. That's my anticipation for this pair, NZD USD. This is a good one as well. So my pending order will go here. Now you can do one or two things. You can, set your TPs based on previous support or resistance, or you can just run it down and, stay in the trade until you get back down into the demand zone. Either way is fine. It's going to drop, right? It's going to drop. So that is the USD secondary. So let's look at USD as a primary. Now, so what should we expect to see as a primary? We should see bullish activity, because remember, the currency, the dollar is strong. So if the USD is primary, then we should be seeing some bullish activity. So let's go to USD JPY. Let's go to the daily, and we should see bullish trend. Bam, bullish trend, right? Bullish trend. That's all I'm looking for on the daily. We got the bullish trend right there. Now let's go to the hour. Now on the hour, I'm looking for buys now, right? For the primary USD, I'm looking for buys. So I'm only going to buy where? From this area, from the demand zone. You never want to buy from the supply zone. You want to buy from the demand zone. Now, again, this is part of the simplicity trading system. So this is, again, you need to have it so that you can trade simple and easy. It identifies market structure like no other system that I know of. And because the strongest trading methodology is market structure, price, you just can't go wrong. So what I'm looking at is for price right around this area here. And what I look for to determine the area where I want to potentially take my trade, my entry, is engulfing candles. That's what I'm looking for, engulfing candles. So you have a bullish engulfing candle right here. So between, and what you do is just put a horizontal line on the body, the opening and the closing of the body of the smaller candle. That's it. And so in between those two lines become the area or the range in which price can move, because price is fluid, right? It's moving. But this is the area where I expect the price to come back to, come down into this area here, right? Right into this area right here. And I am looking for it to push back up at that point, right around this point right here. Why? Because this is a support level. Look at the wick action. Look at the wick action, right? Right in this area here, right in this area, and pushed up. So I'm expecting for price to do the same. Oh, I had the wrong one, right? Push back up, actually push back up to this area right here. Why this area? This is resistance. Also, all I'm doing is identifying support resistance, right? Right in that area. So price will come down, right? Yeah, so price will come down, and then I'm expecting it to pull back up to this area here, and then do what? Drop right back down in here somewhere around in here. And even if it pushes further down, that's fine. You know, it's just a little drawdown, but you're in the right direction. That's the main thing. You're in the right direction. Okay. All righty. So that is USD JPY. Now let's go to USD CAD. USD CAD, we should on the daily is bullish on the daily. Let's go down to our hour. What are we doing on the hour? We're looking for buys, right? So we're looking for price to be in here, So what I'm looking at right now, price is right here. I'm looking at price coming to this point. I'm looking at price coming to this point right here. And then, and if it's not clear, draw a trend line so you can see more clear what price is actually doing, right? So I'm looking for it to break the trend line right here, right? And come down to this point and then rally back up, right? So again, price can go either way. Now I actually had this marked up, these two zones right here. This is consolidation right here, the little consolidation going on. We have our bullish engulfing candle right there. Our bullish engulfing candle, let me move this down. Zone it out. And price came what we were expecting for it to retest this area and push up. And so this candle right here actually broke it. So it did push up. So this pair, it may already be rallying back up into into this zone. Maybe rallying back up into the zone. This is where I'm expecting it to come back up into the zone and then drop back down. Yeah. So so this is the expectation. Okay. So one or two things. It already broke structure right here, right? It retests. It looks like it's retesting now. Let me move this out of the way. See this bearish candle looks like it's retesting right now. So once it retests, right? Retest into this zone in between these two lines and then rally back up. Now, if it breaks this line here, this trend line here, oops, let me put the trend line. Now, if it breaks this trend line and close, right, and break these two zones right here, then we're going to see price continue down inside of our demand zone. Okay. So I hope that was not confusing. Let me just move some stuff out of the way. I should have my glasses on so that I'm squinting. Right? So that's what I'm looking at. One or two things. So draw a trend line so that you can see what price is going to do, what it's doing, right? Okay. Now, if price breaks the trend line, right, break these two zones right here and close, then I'm expecting price to continue to push down into my demand zone, right? Into my demand zone, right around in this area here. That's what I would be expecting. If not, if it just retests and continue up, I expect for it to come up to this area right here. and then take it back down. Now we're looking for buys. So my buy limit would be right here. And I'm looking for engulfing candles, bullish engulfing in particular, right? Right here is where I will put a buy limit. This is where I expect the price to push out once it gets to this area, right? So just set it, let price do whatever it's going to do, whether it's going to go back up or whatever. We know at some point it's coming back down here. And so we wait. When you can master the art of waiting, you're going to be fine as a trader, because we've identified where price will meet again, right? So that's USD CAD, USD, USD JPY, USD Chef. Okay, so USD Chef on the daily is bullish, right? So on the hour, what are we doing? On the hour, we're looking for a buy, so we want to buy out of this zone right here, right? We want to buy out of this zone. We're already inside of the supply zone, right? We're already there. So I'm anticipating price to come out, of course, down into this area here. And I will be looking to buy right in here between these two lines right here. Why? Bullish engulfing. Nice size one too. Bullish engulfing. Look right here. Bullish engulfing. Right? Look at right here. Bullish engulfing. So when price rallies back down into this area here, I anticipate taking the market up. And that's my analysis for the week. You know, trading easy. Identify your setup. Put in your pending order. I put in pending orders. You can put in an alert at these key levels as well, and then come back to the chart to reassess. You can do that, or you can set your order. Set your order. Make sure that you're not over leveraging your account, so that you're not really concerned about. I'm not gonna say not concerned, because you want to be concerned, but you're not worried. You're not stressed out over what's happening if you happen to be asleep when price picks you up. So just don't over leverage your account. That's the main thing, so that you can live to trade and live through the swings and all of that great stuff. So again, what I would urge anyone that do not have the system to get the system, so that it will help you to clearly identify those zones, those areas, those supply and demand areas. They're very, very pivotal. And then of course you have me to get further training on how to leverage the system to trade simple, easy strategies, right? I try to keep it real simple. So that's my outlook for the week. I will see you all on the next training video, and don't forget to subscribe. All right.